Yo, what's going on, guys? Beautiful day outside, hanging out. I figured, day off, fight's not on until 6. Why don't we come out of retirement for a minute and hit these people with some UFC 275 picks like I'm hitting some Zweed Insanity? You know, just picked this up today. Been a productive day. Started out, 9 o'clock, hitting the dispensary. By 12 o'clock, hit you guys with these predictions. And hopefully by 2 o'clock, we're going to win some money because we got Bakary Deny. I hope he doesn't deny me of a win. Parlayed with Lucas Giolito, White Sox. Against a tough pitcher, man. But, I was talking to in a podcast group last night, and they're like, put some money on White Sox because, left-handed pitcher, they're going to be coming at it. And I said, well, fucking okay. I like making money, so I did it. I hit him at 150 last night. I wish I got a better line, obviously. I don't like laying too much chalk, but it's a parlay for a unit. Right now, I think they're currently at minus 155. I was hoping that, catch them at night, and possibly I'd get them, by the game, they'd be minus 170. With Martin Perez on the excuse me, sorry about that, I had a beer. With Martin Perez on the mound, I could see it going the other way. I still think they do win. They're a home team, and frankly, like one of my favorite teams, along with the Toronto Blue Jays. So I'm going to play them. But I have them parlayed with Deny Bakary. I just think he's a younger guy, although not by much, to be honest. But like in terms of like Kung Hao Kang, he fights like once a year, and he doesn't have the best fight IQ, and I just think he could be a better fighter than he is. I'm worried he's going to backpack him a couple rounds, win a decision. But at the end of the day, man, it's the fight game. So I laid him. It was minus 124. Nice right hand, nice quick right hand with Bakary. So I'm hoping he just touches him up, wins at least 2 rounds. If not, knocks him out. That'd be awesome. But he was minus 124. He's currently minus 120. I might even rebet him. It depends on what happens with the White Sox. If they end up losing the game, because they're not going to overlap out of nowhere. Maybe I'll just put like a little small stab at like a TKO prop or something. See if there's like a TKO or decision prop that I could play relatively safely, even money, something like that. But so I have that play. I have a Machate play. Line's starting to grow a little bit. I'm plus 146, but guess what? Bitch, I ain't worried about nothing because it's currently plus 150. I wish I would have taken it then. But I just think, Steve Garcia coming over to Asia against an Asian fighter. Steve Garcia, a guy that likes to get dropped multiple times by fucking Charlie Ontiveros, and Steve Garcia, a guy that I saw his last fight playing out perfectly. I had a second round TKO prop that I cashed and loved every minute of it, so I don't really have anything against the guy, but he's not a dude I'm laying minus 180 on, and maybe he wins, and maybe he was justified because it's MMA. At the end of the day, sometimes you got to eat 2-to-1 chalk, but fuck that, dude. I'm playing this guy. Hopefully, again, I think this is a card that's like, people say it's a weak card. I think maybe it's one of those cards that's kind of a banger, and sometimes we don't see that on pay-per-view cards. They're they can be a good card, but when I say banger, I mean, lots of finishes. I could see a lot of finishes on this card. Could be the exact opposite, but I see it kind of more lower level, and that's why it's like shit. Low level stuff. Steve Garcia, he might get knocked the fuck out, so I'm playing that. I'm probably playing Culibao, but I don't know how much I'm going to invest in it, just because I am worried about the decision, Asian fighter, Asian place. I'm not putting like a ton of stock in that. I just think that is a plus if you are betting that guy it goes to decision. But I'm playing Culibao. Sungwoo Choi is a dog, but I mean, I worry that he doesn't have the best takedown defense, and I want this to be like a dirty fight. I don't want to be a clean fight where it's like a kickboxing affair. Sungwoo Choi is going to win that. He could knock him out, but he probably just wins a decision right there. Don't play at a distance. Get this guy working. Make him stress out. He's fighting. fighting your fight. You know what I mean? So I do think I'm going to play that, not heavily invested, but that's a little later in the card. We'll find out how everything works out before that. This is a dog heavy card if I've ever seen one. I can see like probably half the fights going to dogs. I mean, Jake Matthews against Fiallo. That's tough, man. As a better, I want Fiallo to win. I like him better than Jake. I know, I'm Jake. He's Jake. There's another Jake in here. That's a big dog. I would like to play them both as a better and win, but they might both get their ass kicked as I would if I was in there. Yeah, because Fiallo, man, he could be losing a fight and then knock you out in the third round out of nowhere. So I think I might play Jake Matthews at like plus 120 odds. I just think, he's a veteran. He might give him a lesson. And if you're on Steve Garcia, I guess you're kind of thinking that same thing about Mahashate, like he's going to teach him a lesson. But again, fuck Steve Garcia. I got my money out of him. Then another dog I like, Ramona Pasquale against Jocelyn Edwards. She's just a bigger girl, and that's super low level, but she has a path to win, and it could be boring. It could be a top submission, but just don't strike with this chick. You're not very good at striking, even though you think you are, I guess. She likes to fight or likes to throw hands, but she's a much bigger girl, and it kind of feels like Jenna Fabian versus Julia Budd, where it's like you side with the bigger chick as a dog in these spots. So I'm playing her, not a big spot. Na Liang, I put a ticket on her because I knew the line was going to move. I got it at plus 105. I just wanted to think about it a little longer. She's currently minus 105, and I think I'm going to cash that out. I think I'm going to go on Silvana Gomez Juarez. I ran some tape, and Na Liang is just not very good. She's a very submission over position. You could say Gomez lost her last two fights to armbar, so that'd be the perfect spot for it. And maybe it is, and maybe I'm an idiot. But I think this line's closing. Gomez minus 120. That's kind of the price I would get her at, because I think she's going to piece this girl up, and Na Liang is going to have a quit job. Like, this girl, she's going to throw up subs, and when she can't get it, she's going to quit. And she wants to come forward, throw that leather like she did with Carnelossi, who was, getting up back and forth on her and winning these grappling exchanges, in my opinion, as a Muay Thai chick against a chick that, lost grappling exchanges to Lupita Gomez. But, Lupi's good, man. And we saw what she did to Carnelossi. I know that's MMA math, but, at the end of the day, I think Gomez is probably just a stronger fighter. And I think she's going to throw leather, and this girl's going to quit because she's going to realize, I don't have it. I don't have what it takes. And she's going to get out shortly thereafter. This is probably a setup fight for her that's going to go the wrong way. And I already said the Kung Ho Kong back area. Fuck. Glover Teixeira. Well, we'll get into that at the end. What's another good fight on this card? Jacob Malkoun, we'll just touch on it. I might play him decision. I heard it was like, plus 800. I'm sure by the time I go to look at it, it'll be a little less. But, if this does go to decision, you did your job as a bettor. It'd be a small play, but it's like it's a 50-50 then. And it might be a 30-27 decision, but it went to the distance at least, so you got it there. I think his grappling, and more importantly, Brent Allen's not a guy I lay chalk on at minus 300. I want a big stinky bag plus 300 with the action man, Chris Curtis, my favorite guy I've ever bet on, because he's just a bet on dude. Won 2 plus 300 tickets on him in a row. But like Brendan Allen, shit, maybe he blows the doors off him. Minus 310 favorite. Fuck it. I don't really care if he does. I guess I'll play a little small prop against him on the other guy's best path to victory. And if Jacob Malkoun finishes him and submits him or something, I'll laugh about it. It's like, I don't really care about the money as much as it's like, fuck Brendan Allen. I don't really care for him, to be honest. But, he tends to just get his ass kicked, and Jacob Malkoun is not a guy that kicks asses. He's a guy that takes you down and grinds on you. So it'll be interesting to see if he can implement that type of game plan and beat Brendan Allen in just another different way that I'd like to see. So I might play that small play. I know there's a couple fights here and there that I'm missing on, but it's like, whatever. I'm just trying to do it off the top of my head. Let's go to Jaylee went. Who I'm saying. Yanni on J-Check and God, I'm drawing a blank on her name. I like on the mixing it up. Wang Jaylee. I kind of like Joanna at plus 140. I think she's like the bigger girl that won the first 3 rounds. And the only problem is that, do I play that or do I wait till Yanni on J-Check wins the first round? Then you play, you know who I'm talking about. It's embarrassing. I can't even, Weili Zhang, like a plus money spot because the judges are probably going to lean towards her. But it's a tight line that it's like, I probably would not take, a favorite on either side, or maybe just pass entirely and hope that it's, as good a fight as it was before, because now 3 rounds of action, these girls really can cut loose. But I think on J-Check is a much crisper striker, bigger girl. I worry that she's had time off, but I mean, she looks in good shape. And I do think that at the end of the day, she's just going to be able to win a decision. Whether she gets the nod or not is a different story. So, I'm kind of siding Dogger Pass on that one. Shevchenko, I think she's going to win. I'm not really like risking anything on it. So, maybe I play a decision prop on her, but I could see her winning, 4th, 5th round, and hopefully Tyler Santos can, do anything in it. She can give her a good fight. But I mean, Shevchenko is kind of the go-to female MMA right now, in my opinion. So, obviously I think she's going to win. I'm not laying minus 650 on her. And then Glover Teixeira, Jiri, I kind of side Glover Teixeira. Like, I like Jiri, and I think he's probably going to win. This is kind of like a rising fight. He's fighting a dude that's, 43. That, they have tons of fucking 43-year-old guys over there that he could have fought. So in that aspect, it's like, this is a winnable fight for him. I don't think it's like he's got an overblown record. I was super hyped on him coming in. I bet on him against Ozdemir. I just, maybe it's too big a test too soon, and Glover teaches him a lesson. I could see him inside the distance. I could see Glover by decision. I think if you're going to play him, just play him on the money line, plus 170. Cash to take it just like he did against Jan Blachowicz. But, I could see it going either way. At the end of the day, if you want to lay minus 210 on Jiri, I don't think it's the worst bet in the world, I just hope it's going to be a banger. You know what I mean? And I'm sure it will be. I'm sure it's going to be a great card, from top to bottom, to be honest. It's going to be a fun card. But, can't wait to get it going, and hopefully White Sox win before that. So you guys have a good night. If you are putting any money on it, best of luck to you. And if you just like the card, hopefully your guys that you like end up winning. So we'll see you again soon. Have a good night.